the illusion of the separate self. Most of us walk through life convinced we are a self, a thinker, a doer, a little voice behind our eyes. But that self, that voice in your head, it's not the real you. It's a social construct, a story, a ghost made of language and memory. Alan Watts calls it the hallucination of the separate ego. And this hallucination keeps us trapped, always trying to hold on, trying to control the river of life. But what if you stopped clinging? What if you stopped believing you are in control and began to see that you are part of the whole? You are not in the universe. You are the universe experiencing itself briefly as a person. You are not some anxious brain locked in a skull, but a wave in the ocean, not separate from it, but an expression of it. And like every wave, you rise and you fall, but the ocean remains. You don't control life, you are life. We've been taught to grip tightly, to plan, to manage, to control the unfolding of our lives. But Watts reminds us, control is an illusion. The more you try to hold the river still, the more turbulent it becomes. True freedom is not found in clenching, it's found in letting go. Letting go of the need to predict. Letting go of the story of me. Letting go of time itself. The present moment doesn't need to be managed. It simply is. And when you begin to see that you move from fear to flow, from anxiety to awareness, because the real you doesn't stand apart from life. The real you is life. There is no destination, only this. We think of life as a journey, a road that leads somewhere, to success, to enlightenment, to peace. But that's the mind's illusion. Life doesn't lead to something. It is something, right now. This moment is not the stepping stone, it's the arrival. When you meditate, do you meditate to achieve something? Or is the sitting itself the point? The moment you stop trying to get somewhere, you're already there. Alan Watts says, to understand music, you must listen to it. But so long as you are thinking, I am listening to this music, you are not listening. Life is the same. It cannot be grasped. It must be experienced. Now, not tomorrow. Not when you're ready, now. You are awareness, not the thinker. Thought is not the enemy, but it was never meant to be your master. You are not the thinker. You are the witness of thought. Watch your thoughts like clouds drifting in the sky. Observe them come and go, without chasing, without resisting. Alan Watts says, trying to define yourself is like trying to bite your own teeth. You cannot see the eye with which you see. You cannot grasp the awareness that is grasping. You can only be it. So stop searching, stop striving, just listen. Feel the breath. Feel the space between thoughts. That space is you. Stop resisting what is. The root of suffering is resistance. But what you resist persists, and what you allow dissolves. So stop fighting the current. You are not a stranger in this universe. You are not a mistake. You are the unfolding itself. Alan Watts says, "Muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone." When you stop trying to fix the moment, you realize it was never broken. It was only your mind that said so. So breathe, let the moment be what it is. It is enough. You are enough. The quiet return to now. You've spent years running from moment to moment, thought to thought. Now you return to the stillness underneath the story, to the awareness behind the noise. This presence was never gone, only your attention was. So as this journey ends, let this awareness remain, not as an idea, but as a way of being. Not chasing, not holding, just being. You are not your thoughts. You are the silence they pass through. Welcome back to what you've always been. The art of trusting life. There is a strange freedom in not knowing. The tighter we try to grasp control, the more it slips through our fingers. But when you trust, when you stop forcing the future, life opens. Alan Watts reminds us, the meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain and so obvious and so simple. And yet everybody rushes around in a great panic, as if it were necessary to achieve something beyond themselves. Let go of that panic. You don't need a reason to be. Being is enough. Just as the tree does not justify its existence, just as the stars do not explain themselves, you are allowed to exist without explanation. You don't need to earn this moment. You only need to enter it. You are the dance, not the dancer. We often think of ourselves as separate from life, as if we're actors dropped into a world, trying to figure it out. But what if that's backwards? Alan Watts asks us to imagine life not as a journey, but as a dance. A dance doesn't have a destination. The purpose of dancing isn't to get to the end. It's to dance. And you are not apart from the music. You are the music in motion. So stop trying to arrive. Stop trying to finish. Instead, sway, move, breathe. You are the rhythm. You are the unfolding.